7 News time at 7:32. Dave White is here from New York Sea Grant to talk about a few things. Good morning to you.
Good morning, both of you. How are you today?
Good. We're talking about the Nexus Program, and that's for frequent boaters. What is the Nexus Program?
The Nexus Program is a program between the United States and Canada for boaters and other travelers going between the United States and Canada to make it easier for them. A lot of folks have heard about the passport requirement and that kind of thing. So
by land, of course.
By land, but actually the passport is only by air. So right now, you're only required to have a passport if you're going to travel by air. So if you're traveling by land, you still can use all the traditional crossings and have your normal forms of identification. You know, your either a birth certificate, driver's license. What the Nexus program or I-68 program will do for you is by signing up for them and working with either the Canadian or U.S. government is getting those permits allows you to go in and out of the country by making a phone call. So when you're going to come into the United States or back and forth, all you need to do is call in and say, I'm coming back in, here's my name, etc., my I-68 or my Nexus number, and as long as everyone on board the boat or in the car with you has that, you can transfer back and forth across the border easier. A lot of areas have a Nexus-only lane, and those can also be used by, like I say, just calling in. If you don't have those as a boater, you then either have to go to one of the two in-person places that are up on the St. Lawrence River, or you have to go to one of the many harbors that has a video phone. And by the video phone, go up and you stand at the phone and you say, hi, my name's Dave White, I'm coming into the United States, etc. But only the captain can go up and do that. Everybody else has to stay on board the boat. And the person at the other end of that phone can say, well, thank you, we'll be there sometime in the next 3 hours to check you in. And you all hang out on your boat. Which is just, you know, it's part of the issue, and it's part of the problem you have to deal with. So the Nexus or I-68 program kind of give you a step ahead.
Speeds that along a little bit. It's like the express lane.
It is. It is. And you know, you'll go to some areas and you'll see that there's the Nexus lane, and it is. It's like the express lane, you know, the easy pass lane, if you will, to get in and out of Canada. Or back into the United States. So it's a way folks can try to make it a little easier on themselves.
Who is going to hold the feet to the fire for this? Who says that you have to pick up that phone and actually do that? Why can you not, and how are you going to get caught?
Well, it's like anything else. You know, the folks that are going to get caught are the folks that are trying to do it honestly and that kind of thing. And in this part of the world, because it is an international waterway, I mean, you have the local municipal police that can be out there, the sheriff that can be out there, the state police, Coast Guard, Border Patrol folks. So there's a lot of folks out there trying to help it back and forth. Also, the communities are a little more conscious of it. I mean, if you're a boater and you're coming into Clayton, and you don't look like you belong there, or, you know, you come in and you start talking a foreign language, folks are, you know, those kind of things happen. So, you know, it's to try to give folks the opportunity to do it in an intelligent way. The other thing a lot of folks have forgotten is a lot of the rules and regulations to cross the Canadian border didn't change after 9/11. They had been in effect before that. They weren't heavily enforced. So I always try to share with folks not only having these type of permits, but also think about what you have on your boat or in your car, because you are going across an international body of water. And if you have someone else's kid with you, you need to have that in writing that you can take that person's child with you across the border. Because if you don't have it in writing with original signature, they can go, no, you know, you could be abducting that child. You know, boat safety. We're at that time of year for boat safety and getting ready for it. And you're required to have flares on your boat. If you have a flare gun, that's a weapon.
That's right. You can't go across the border.
It's a gun. You can't take it across the border. Or, you know, divers. I work with a lot of divers on the shipwreck program we're working on. And, you know, to be carrying your, you know, 10-inch knife that, you know, you have in case you get into a problem is a weapon. So you have to be cognizant of, okay, what do you normally have on board your boat that now you're going across the border?
Which you can't take with you.
You can't take with you. So, you know, leave it back at the home port kind of thing. So, you know, a lot of issues come to play in this part of the world. You know, getting across the border a little bit easier with either a Nexus or an I-68. We're fortunate we have a lot of video phones up here. But again, I remember the story, I think it was someone in Clayton went up to the video phone and the person at the other end said, excuse me, skipper, but, you know, is everyone else on the boat? And he said, absolutely. And he said, well, I can see behind you they're all on the dock. Could you please tell them to get back in the boat? They're in this country illegally. You know, kidding with the person, but just trying to say this is very serious stuff. And we are trying to take it serious and try to provide a way for people to get back and forth across this border in a safe, efficient manner.
Website on the screen there at the bottom, and you can go there for more information on what we're talking about. Dave, thanks for coming in.
Always great to see you both. Thank you.
You as well. We'll be right back.